Good morning, team. Thank you for being here. Coach Willina McGee, your RMBSN, NEMT startup coach and business strategist. This morning, I am here to teach you the 3 reasons your NEMT business is not growing, even if you've been trying for a while. So this information is going to be shifting your mind to get away from some of that free information that you've been handling and show you why. Go ahead and use that QR code right there to join our community. Let's get started. So let's talk about why free information is not enough. Okay. Free information, here's what free information does when you're getting ready to start your transportation business. It does help you to start. Okay. There's a lot of information out there. And when you piece it all together, yes, you can get started, but it won't help you to scale, meaning it will not help you to grow. So if you're looking for for growth, to get another vehicle, to get more clients, free information is just not going to get you there. I mean, I've tried it myself in my own business and it does not work. It will not help you to build clarity. The one thing about free information is that it only gives you what that individual, that influencer, that educator, that coach is wanting to teach you at that point. So you won't get the whole full picture. You'll get pieces of the picture. Okay. So you're not going to get that clarity that you would like to have when you deal with free information. Now, here's the other thing. Free information will not replace guidance. Okay. I can't, when you don't know what you're doing and you don't ask for help, you're stuck in a perpetual circle of trying to figure out what to do next. With a little bit of guidance, it can usually get you over that hump. Okay. So, again, free information is not enough. It is not the same as business development. Okay. Y'all tap on in on TikTok. Y'all tap on in. Thank you, YouTube, for being here. Make sure you like this and subscribe. Okay. So now here's 3 things that growth requires in your transportation business. If you're wanting to grow, you want to know what you need to grow, there's 3 things. Actually, there's 4, but we're only going to talk about 3. Okay. So the first one is structure. Your business has to have the right foundation. I know you all hear me say that consistently, and I'm going to say it again. Your business has to have the right foundation in order for you to grow. The second thing your business must have in order for you to grow are systems. And we're going to get into that. The systems are what makes your business actually function. If you don't have systems in place where you can have workflows and understand how you're doing business, your business is not going to function properly. The third thing that your business needs to grow is support. Again, without effective growth strategies, without the support you need, your business is going to stall. Okay. So today we're going to cover why businesses stay stuck, what may be missing, how to identify gaps, and what to do next if you're stuck. Okay. So today the goal is for us to leave with more clarity, more direction, and a stronger understanding of what it takes to grow the right way. And if you all have not gotten my ebook, the 11-step faith-based framework to start and grow your NEMT business, go over to my website, nemtstartupcoach.com, underneath the product section, and you'll find that ebook. It's $33. Grab it. Okay. Now, let's talk about who this little mini webinar is for. This webinar is for you if you have formed your LLC, growth still feels slow. And usually I'm talking to right now, I'm talking to the people that have been in business about a year and a half, year, and you're stuck. This webinar is for you. This is for you if calls are not converting, if you're getting calls on your phone and people are asking you about rides and trips, but they're not actually booking with you. This is for you. This is for you. If your business feels unclear, if you've been online and you just can't seem to get it together, get enough information together, and you're still feeling stuck, this is for you. And if you need some direction, today my goal is to give you some of that direction and let you know you are not alone, that many business owners have taken steps, they've spent money, and they started moving, yet they still feel like things are not fully connecting. That's what I'm here for today. All right. Y'all go ahead and tap in. Can y'all give me some likes? Give me a like, give me a like, give me a like so that we can get this up and going. If you're enjoying what you're seeing today, help me to come back. Right. All right. So let's talk about reason one, that weak structure. Your business may not have the foundation. When we talk about structure, an LLC, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all giving me the love. I appreciate it. Look, let me come on back, okay? Your LLC is not enough. Your LLC is only one part. It is not the whole business. That paperwork, it is not a strategy. When you sit down and you're saying, oh, I got all this paperwork to do, I got to get my compliance, I've got to do this. It's not a strategy, okay? When you get active and you think you look busy, you feel busy, but you feel like you're not really doing anything, that activity, that is not alignment. Thank you guys for the likes. I so appreciate you. Real structure is what allows growth to hold. Okay. That is what allows it to grow. Your legal setup does matter, but it's not the complete foundation. So I know I hear a lot of y'all talk about I got the EIN, I've got the MPI, I've got this, but that is not the complete structure of your business. Here's what structure includes. And again, if you want to get your hands on the full structure and read it, get my ebook, NEMTstartupcoach.com. Underneath the products tab, it's my 11-step framework. It's $33. Okay. So structure includes legal setup, business planning, not something you got off of Fiverr or a friend wrote for you that doesn't know anything about the transportation business. We need a business plan. I'm sorry to say, but you need my business plan because I know about the business. Okay. But we need a business plan, we need a financial plan, we need branding, we have to have compliance, and we have to have growth positioning. Again, I have a whole 11-step framework. Included in that framework, we talk about incorporation, we talk about business planning, we talk about financial planning, we talk about business credit, we talk about branding, and we talk about marketing content. Can y'all give me some likes, please, so we can get this thing up and popping? Please give me some likes. There we go. So I can keep on coming back. Tap in, tap in. So structure is not one task. It is sequence. It's a sequence. It's not just one task. All right. Let's talk about some more of the framework. I didn't get it all in. All right. More of the framework. We have SBA certifications. We have state applications. Then we have the vehicle. You guys notice how that vehicle is like around step 9. Okay. Then we have insurance, advertising, and customer and clients. So before you ever get to the customer and client stage, you have 10 more things that you have to complete. Okay, so this is a lot of building and structure that you have to build out before you ever begin to see your business to grow. And if there's any steps of that missing, we're going to see stalled growth. Okay, here's the second reason why your business may not be growing. If you've been working on your transportation business, you've been in it for about a year and a half, and your business is just not picking up. It's maybe because you have weak systems. And so the business it may exist, but the business may not function clearly. It's like those of you all who are in healthcare. If your GI system is not functioning properly, even though it's just a problem in the gut, if that system is not functioning properly, what ends up happening is that we can end up with sepsis and the body can die. Okay, that is the same principles that goes behind starting your business. You have to have the structure, which we talked about. The second thing you have to have are your systems. Now, traditionally, a lot of individuals believe that the systems are your booking, your dispatch, your accounting, your credit systems, your cash flow, those type of systems. But that is not the systems that I'm talking about. The systems that I'm talking about are the systems that are going to help you to convert clients, okay? We have to convert them. We have to let them know that we're here. So, systems help you to create your offer, to explain your value, to clarify your message, to organize your marketing, and improve consistency and support your growth. These systems that I'm talking about, they're repeatable. They're the ways your business functions. My business has a system. In order for me to convert clients, I got to get up at 6:30 in the morning. I do a webinar. I tell you exactly what we're doing and reasons why your business name may not be struggling, maybe struggling or having challenges. Then you go and you get my ebook because you want the answer. We have to solve a problem, and your systems should be driving that problem, that solution. Okay. So you may not have a business problem. This is what I want you all to take away from this. You may not have a business problem. You may have a systems problem. If you do not know how to create an offer, if you do not know how to explain your value, if you don't have a message that you're delivering, if you don't know how to organize your marketing, you're not going to be able to improve your consistency and see that growth that you're looking for. Okay. So here's what weak systems look like. So you say, okay, coach, you telling me the problem. I'm going to give you the solution. Here's what it looks like. If you're posting, and I see some of you all posting, and I want to say congratulations because you all are doing it, and I'm proud of you. But if you're posting your vehicle, you're posting, in front of a facility, but you're wondering why you're not converting, this is why. Your offer is feeling unclear. People are not sure what you do. Okay. If you tell someone that you have a non emergency medical transportation business, that does not necessarily mean that they know what that means. You have to, and if you spend 10 minutes explaining what non emergency medical transportation is, you just lost a client. They have no idea what you're talking about. They're just nodding their head. Okay. So that tells you that your messaging is not landing when that happens. So that's the reason why your growth is going to feel inconsistent, because individuals who need your service, they have to have it right now. They're going to book. Especially if you have the cheaper price, they're going to get with you, right? But they're not booking with you because they understand what it is that you do, what the service is you provide. They're booking with you because they have to have a ride. We don't want that type of client. We don't want that type of customer. We want the customer who understands the value that you're bringing to the table. Okay. So when you have a weak system, your business might also feel confusing. This is where we see a lot of individuals they have you all tap in, give me some likes, please. If you're on, come on, keep me going, keep me going. I need some support. Tap in, tap in. Look, I'm up at 6:30 in the morning bringing y'all information. So tap in, tap in, tap in, and bring up some likes, please. Thank you. All right, let's keep going. So here's some deeper systems that you need to understand in order to grow your business. You need to understand offer creation. You need to understand messaging. You need to understand positioning. Tap on in, please. Tap on in. We need to have strategic use of AI. Using AI is a beautiful skill, it's a beautiful tool, but if you don't know how to use it, besides getting general questions answered, you are missing a ton of resources that you could potentially have just by using AI properly. Okay. Deeper systems include having marketing materials. Now, I know that you all think, oh, I got my brochures, I've got my cards, but your marketing has to reflect your positioning, your messaging, your offer. Okay, that is what your offer has to reflect. If it's not reflecting that, if you don't know what an offer is, you don't know how to create an offer, if you don't know who your client is, you're not converting. Okay, you're not converting the person calling you on the phone into a paid customer who is riding with you. Okay. So if you're wasn't wondering why you're not getting those facility contracts, y'all tap in, tap in, tap in. Y'all go ahead and heart this, heart it, heart it, heart it. Show some love. If you're not, um, systems will also include getting those facility contracts. You have to align yourself. You have to create your offer, your messaging, your positioning in order for those facilities to gain trust in your business and to sign that contract. Without that, you're not going to see those facility contracts. Yeah, I'm teaching. I'm teaching. Can I get some? Can y'all tap in? Can y'all tap in? All right. So we're going to talk about the third reason. The third reason why your business may not be showing growth. Okay. Y'all go ahead on TikTok, Instagram. Look, where we at? We on YouTube. Y'all go ahead and give some likes over here on YouTube. All right, because I'm about to spit some knowledge for you. Okay. The third reason that your business may be stalling is a lack of support. Okay. Trying to build it alone. I'm telling you, there I get so many individuals who just want to call me and pick my brain. And I try to, tell you all, there's 5 years, and I mean that's not a ton. I've been a nurse for 22 years, but 5 years generally makes you an expert in an industry, right? So 5 years of knowledge in my brain, and you think that a 15-minute phone call gives you everything you need to get up and running. That is not how it works. In more cases, that 15-minute phone call is going to confuse you more than it is going to give you the tools that you need to move forward. That's why I let my AI system handle questions and answers, because by the time you get to me, I want us to be ready to start that program. That's a system. All right. So that lack of support may be what's keeping you feeling stuck. Here's what support means. Okay. Support is not going to be found on the internet. We, I love you all TikTok. I love you all YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. I love you. But this is not where you're going to find the support that you need to scale your business. There is going to be enough information to start your business. I will grant you that. You may have holes, you may have leaks, you may have open wounds, but most of y'all can figure out from free information how to get your business started. Okay. But what support really means is that you have access to guidance. You can develop better questions, because when you have better questions, besides, how many of you all call me and say, you know what? I really don't know what to ask, because you don't know what questions to ask. And that's okay. That's why we're here. But support helps you to get access to better questions, to have better, faster clarity, meaning you don't have to spend 45 minutes researching a topic in order to get clarity on that topic. You don't have to doom scroll everybody's business credit and how to do the business credit. When you have support, you have someone who's going to sit here and say, hey, do this. This is what you do next. Do we need that? Do we need that? Look, I'm about to drop a jewel, y'all. Y'all tapping in, tap in, tap in. If you're on Facebook, Instagram, go ahead and give me a like. Listen, I know they will tell you to go out here and get these virtual offices. I used to teach the same thing, but what I have learned is that you will not be able to register your business for federal contracting if you have a virtual office. So again, free information may not work for you, because we're out here taking on responsibilities as virtual offices and virtual addresses or whatever. And when it comes down to it, you can't even use it. You're going to go back and you're going to have to change your LLC. You're going to have to change your EIN address, and it just becomes a real mess. So understanding your industry, not generalized business, on how to structure your business and the systems that you need for your business is way more important than getting that free information. Because again, you will have fewer mistakes when you have that support, and you'll be able to make stronger decisions, and then you'll begin to see that real development in your business. We're not just doing feeding tubes for and having Medicaid, sticking a feeding tube in there to keep our business alive. We're developing real businesses that function like real capitalism. Okay. So let's talk about my membership program. All right. Y'all got the three? Y'all got the three? It's structure, systems, and support. We got a fourth, but I'm going to talk about that later. We'll be talking about that fourth one in the community. All right. And that's strategy. That's where you're going to get that strategy, is inside the community. All right. So inside my membership, we have access to me. You get access to my brain, my experience. You get access to guidance. You have deeper teaching that I'm going to provide for you in the membership area. And where I don't know something, I know that I don't know everything, even though I got a lot of knowledge in here. The Most High has allowed me to see that, girl, you don't know everything. Not girl, woman, I'm almost 50. Women, you don't know everything. So I have to sit back and I have to say, okay, let me go grab an expert in that, and we'll bring them into the community. So I'm going to bring special guests into the community to talk to you in areas that I'm not proficient in. Okay. So I want you all to go over to my membership. The link is in the bio. For those of you all who are on my YouTube channel, you can scan the QR code at the beginning of this slide, and it will take you directly to the membership. It's 7 days free because the kickoff is not until May 1st. So I don't want you all paying for anything that you're not using right away. But get in there because I am coming. I am coming. All right. And then for those of you all who want to work with me, you want to know about my programs, you can find me at NEMTstartupcoach.com. You can go to the service section and you can see my services, my higher level coaching programs. Okay. They're higher level coaching programs. They're not, the Build It Right from the Start 1-to-1. That is my 12-week program. But my higher level programs are on the internet. They're on that website. If you need financing, thank you for the like, Facebook. Love you. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. So if you're looking for financing, team, I have financing, and with just a little bit of a down payment, I can get you into an affordable rate. Okay. I don't charge high interest rate. I charge 5% if you come through me. But when you come through me, you better be ready to book. We're like, let's go. Let's get you going. If you go through my website right now, it's at like the interest rate is 19%. So book that appointment with me and get into your coaching program, your high level coaching program. Okay. So that is available. If you just want the 12-week foundation, you can find that on my product page. Thank you. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank you for the likes. You can find that on my product page. There are payment options there. There's 3 months or 6 months. That program is $4,997. It comes with a website. It comes with your logo. It comes with your branding. It comes with 12 weeks of me squaring away your foundation, your business plan, your financial projections. We do it all. Your client avatars, your rate sheets. I do it all. So if you're looking for the foundation to be laid, get into my product section and get your Build It Right from the Start program. All right. I'm hoping NEMTstartupcoach.com. The link to the membership is in my bio. All right, y'all. So any questions before I leave? Let's recap while I'll check to see if there's any questions. Why your business growth may be slow. there's 3 reasons. There's actually 4, and I'll tell them. The structure, your business foundation may have a hole, a leak, or a wound in your structure. That may be the reason why you're not growing. You may have a problem with your systems. You're focused on your dispatching, your softwares and things, but you're not focused on your offers. You're not focused on your messaging. You're not focused on your positioning. That may be a systems problem. And then your support problem. The third is your support, because you don't know what you don't know. That's just it. If you don't know what to ask, then you're not going to be able to ask the better questions that will get you the answers. So you need to be around individuals who know, so that it can spark your hearing. You can hear and you can listen and you can hear, and now you can ask better questions and get the answers that you really need. Okay, so the fourth is our strategy. Our strategy is how you get from point A to point B. If you don't have a strategy to know how to get from point A to point B, because listen, if you have to jump off of a cliff onto the next side, you can sit there and you can think, okay, well, I could try to do this myself. That's a strategy, and just jump and see if I make it. I can go over here and get this rope and try to throw it and hit the other side. That's a strategy. I can take this ladder, lay it across, and try to climb over it. That's a strategy. Or I can climb down and see if I can come back up to get to the other side. That's a strategy. See, all of that is strategies. What gets you from point A to point B is a strategy. If you don't have a strategy to get you there, you're going to miss out on growth, because you might be that person that says, I'm just going to take a leap of faith and I'm just going to jump. And then you miss it. And then be like Super Mario Brothers and you just fall off the cliff. So I'm trying to keep you from falling off the cliff, team. I'm trying to keep you from falling off the cliff. Get into one of my programs, get into the membership area, because I am going to be teaching. I'm going to be teaching. So, all right, team, I've been on here enough. I've got to change clothes, get started on my walk, my day, and I look forward to meeting you all in the membership area. Until next time, we say shalom, shalom, and may the peace of Yah be with you. Stay blessed and highly favored.